Let's go. Alright, don't be so loud. I'm finna make a video, alright? Start. Alright, what's up, y'all? This is a new video. Part 2. What if izuku was, fuck, I forgot it. Oh, what if he was OP? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit. Alright, yeah. Part 2, what if izuku was OP? Yeah. We left off where izuku. I want to say everyone with Aizawa and All Might and most of the heroes and stuff like that. As Aizawa says, "So Midoriya, are you the traitor?" As Izuku looks at him, as he says, "No." He He looks at him as he says, "Why would you think I would be the traitor?" As Aizawa shows him a picture of him and a couple of villains talking, or a video, an accurate video that looks pretty real. As Izuku says, "Damn, that looks pretty real." As he nods his head, "No, that's not me. Whoever that is in that video isn't me." As Izuku says, "So, can I go now?" As 3 officers walk in. As he says, "Sorry, you have to be brought in for questioning." As they time skip about a month, Izuku was found guilty. Because there's really nothing he could do about that video. Because, it's pretty accurate. There's nothing he could do. Time skip, Izuku gets to the, he gets to the, what's the thing called? He gets to the prison. As Izuku's walking down with quick resistant handcuffs on, as he gets basically in a solitary confinement cell, but it's basically one big metal door, and you basically surrounded by 10 probably like a ton of metal or steel, because steel is harder than metal. Steel. So it's gonna be hard to break out of, really. Yeah. As he gets slender, there's no holes in the door. Only way to escape is for the guards to open the door, and it's pitch black in there. As Izuku walks in his little, his little cell thing, whatever you want to call it, they close the door on him. As time skipped a week, the squads were notified that Izuku was a traitor, and all that crap. As she says, Itoga, raise your hand. Toga raises her hand and says, what type of prison did he go to? As he says totters, as she waters her eyes, as she says, okay. As she says, "Can I go to the restroom?" He says, "Yeah." As he goes to the restroom, or she goes to the restroom, starts crying. As she goes to the restroom, starts crying. She hears footsteps outside of the bathroom. As she turns around to see his Bakuga, as she wipes her eyes, saying, "What is it, Bakuga?" As Bakuga, he says, "I didn't want to do that." As Toga says, "Do what?" "I didn't want to put Izuku in prison, but You see, he took you away from me. As she stands back and says he was innocent. As she says, you think I, he says, you think I didn't know that? He says, you think I don't know that? He's gonna come out, wait, Toga says, when he gets out, he's gonna kill you. Not if he doesn't know who did that. He knows, trust me, Bakugo. No, from now on, me and you are dating. But I don't want to date you. I don't even like you. You're just a friend. As Bakugo gets angry and grabs Toga. No. He grabs Toga and he smacks her. As she falls down on the ground. As he says, listen here. You won't talk to anyone else but me. And you won't talk to anyone else but me. And you won't be, he says, and you won't talk to any guys but me. Only time you can speak is if it's to the teacher. Or if you have a group assignment. And I find out you've been talking to other people about this, so I'm gonna kill you. Okay, Bakugo. Now get up. As Toga gets up. And he says now, as he says, stay here, I'll be back. Time skip. Yeah, time skip. Yeah. No, he doesn't say stay here, I'll be back. Time skip. Izuku, yeah. Izuku's in prison for 12 years. That was his sentence, 12 years. And as Izuku, I see, yeah, as he's in a cell, as the door opens, as he opens his eyes to say, come on, you have a visitor, traitor. As the guard grabs him by his hair, or by his neck, as, 30 guns are pointing at him. We have, 5 guards pointing their gun at him. As he looks around, as he says, there's no way out of this. As he gets up and follows the guards. As he sits down and is surprised that Toga came to see him. As he sighs and he says, Toga, what do you want? As she says, what? I know who did this to you. It was Bakugo. As Izuku says, no way. It couldn't have been Bakugo, that's my best friend. As Izuku says, no, he's jealous, Izuku, you don't understand. Everything's changed at UA. He won't let me talk to anyone, and he's forcing me to date him. As Izuku says, okay, I'll be out soon. What do you mean by that? Or Toga says, what do you mean? As Izuku says, don't worry about it. As he says, you might want to leave now. And time skip. As they leave, Izuku, as they leave, or as Toga leaves. And Izuku goes back to his cell. He says, alright. As he sits down. As he sits down on the cold floor. As he closes his eyes and puts his hand. He closes his eyes. As he breathes in and out. As he looks at the wall. And kicks it off. Basically Izuku's prison is, it's not underwater, but it's not underwater, but it's over water. So if like something were to happen, they would, sink the thing and it would go underwater. But yeah. And she kicks the thing off, and he has his prison attire on, the orange jumpsuit, as all the guards are shooting at him, as he just teleports to the island. As, time skip about, it's like 12 hours, the island's on lockdown, or Japan is on lockdown, and that city is on lockdown. No, the airports are closed, the docks are closed, ships are closed. Everything is closed. As Toga says Bakugo, as she says, what is it? Or Bakugo says, what? As she says, I wanna go out for a walk. Or a light jog. As he says, I haven't done it in a while, and it usually starts calling. He says, because trying to keep her body good. As he says, that body would be better for me. As she says, yeah. As he says, fine. Time skip, she goes out jogging, and Izuku, she goes out jogging, and she goes to get her some lunch, as Izuku, she's walking to her work, sorry, as she's walking to, say, Raising Cane's, or no, she's walking to a sandwich place, as, like Subway or something like that, like a sandwich place like Subway. Not Arby's, because Arby's, they shit, no, nobody eat they shit. I don't know why, though. I mean, I never tried Arby's, like, why? Because, that's basically a deformed version of Subway. That's basically if somebody made a restaurant called fucking Donald's instead of McDonald's. That's basically, and basically selling everything there besides, oh yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah. Anyways, Izuku said, he's like a shadow whoosh, and she looks her side as like glance from her, like the side of the corner of her eye, from the corner. Anyway, as it glances from the corner of her eye, as she says, as she closes the door and goes into, or she let go of the door handle and goes into the alleyway, as she sees some mysterious figures in there. As she activates her quirk, as she rushes the figure, as she says, what are you doing here? As Izuku comes out of the shadows. With messy hair. And tattoos. As not gonna lie. Like just some on his chest and stuff. And like one on his hand. Oh yeah, one on his bicep. And one on his hand. Yeah. Not his palm, but the other side. But yeah. As she says, Izuku, as she runs and kisses him. As she jumps on him, starts kissing him. As he says, "Fuck Bakugo." As he says it in his head as she starts kissing back. As she says, "Take this jumper off." We need to. As a guy, he hears, "Hey, what are you guys doing back there?" As Izuku teleports them two away to her house. As he says, she says, "Please, Izuku, we haven't done this yet, and I still have my virginity. Please, please." As she says, "Please." As Izuku looks at her, as he starts kissing her again, and she starts unzipping his jumper, he starts unzipping his prison jumper. As she says, she starts moaning as he starts biting her neck and shit like that, and as she starts scratching his back. As Izuku, he starts like half his jumpers off. As he takes the rest of it off, as I don't really think you wear clothes when you wear prison outfit like under that shit. So yeah. As she bunk all that shit. As Izuku basically grabs her and picks her up. As he picks her up. As she chuckles, saying "Not so rough." As Izuku like, "That's my middle name. Like, what you talking about, man?" Anyways, Izuku grabbed Toga's shirt as he starts biting the buttons off. As he spits them out, as she says, or no, she's in her jogging attire, my bad. Or let's say she has a little jacket on. He starts biting the buttons off her jacket, and as he spits them out, she says, "Izuku, I need those." As he still does it, as he finishes, he sees I don't know what it's called. I'm just gonna start at the top, a bra top. Shit, I don't know what it's called. It's like y'all know what I'm talking about. The little thing that girls were jogging with that shit on. So she basically wearing that as Izuku. Or no, she's not. No, she's wearing a muscle t-shirt. Izuku's muscle t-shirt. As he says, "Oh, this is mine, isn't it?" As she says, "Yeah." As Izuku, he rips that bitch in half. What you talking about? As half of her titties are showing, and the other half is not. Like, it's kind of like half is on, half is off. So yeah. As he says, as she. As she says, "Hurry up, Izuku." As Izuku, he says, "Alright." As she starts speeding up the pace, basically ripping her pants off, and as he slides her panties to the side. She ain't got no time to take them bitches off, boy. He slides her panties to the side as he basically sticks his dick in there. Should it be raw? Yeah, raw. Sticking her dick in there raw. Let me rephrase that, cause that shit, sticking her dick in her raw. That's what I said. She was too that fast. He sticks his dick in her raw as she moans loudly. As she says, she screams his name. As he basically starts thumping, moving back and forth. As she starts screaming his name more and more. As time skip a little bit, as he comes inside of her, and her eyes roll up and shit like that. As she says, she hugs him, saying, "I've been waiting for that moment all my life." and shit like that. And shit like that. So yeah, as Izuku, or as she bites his neck, she bites his neck, and basically Izuku's back is scratched up, and and she has sucking the butt from Izuku, as she, you know, as she gets done, she says that was refreshing, and it felt good, as Izuku says, yeah, that was fun, as he pins her down, and they go to sleep, or they lay down, talking, and eventually Toga and Izuku fall asleep. But Toga's on top of Izuku, so yeah. He went to sleep. How did they go to sleep? They went to sleep like, Toga was on top of Izuku and Izuku's grabbing the cheeks. So yeah. Anyways, after that, yeah. After that, Izuku, after that, Izuku says, after they wake up, he wakes up to no Toga, as he sees her changing clothes with putting her panties on. As he teleports behind her, grabbing her and holding her voice, saying, "Where are you going?" As she says, "I have to get back to school." He says, "You'll be fine." As she says, as Toga says, "But Bakugo." As he says, "No, you're only mine." He says, "You're mine only. Fuck Bakugo." And she says, "Okay, fine, Izuku." As he says, "Now you don't need to put pants on. You can stand those panties right there." As she starts blushing, and Izuku, he turns around and he kisses her. Oh shit! I'm thinking of kissing. Let's say they talk. Togo orders food with Izuku being out of sight, so they don't notice him and shit like that. And day goes on. She's still in her panties in Izuku's bed, basically cuddled up on Izuku, and yeah. As for sure. Izuku says Toga says, Izuku, I need to go. Look at the time. As Izuku sees it's 8 o'clock. As he says, I don't want you to leave my side though. As she says, she chuckles as she turns around saying, "I'll come here tomorrow." As she says, "Deal." As Izuku says, "Deal." As no time skip. Or no, as she gets up, Izuku, he smacks her ass, saying, "You get some when you get back tomorrow," kissing her, and she leaves. She's blushing thinking about what Izuku said and did to her. As, she walks in the dorm, or UA, and Bakugo is fucking screaming at her. As Izuku, he says, didn't she say Bakugo was forcing her to, as he teleports to UA. As he sees Bakugo about to hit Toga, as he grabs Bakugo's wrist and breaks it, grabbing Toga and teleporting out of there. As he says, "What the hell was that?" As he falls down. As she says, "Where did that bitch go?" As you know, as she starts crying. So Izuku, as he says, it's okay, I'm here." And he says, "See, I told you should have never left." Now, as she looks up, oh no, she doesn't talk. Yeah, she does. She looks up as she kisses him, saying thank you. As he says, "Now, take those pennies." He said, "Now take those pants off again." He says, "Take those pants off again. I want to see you in those sexy panties." As she blushes and takes her pants off, as she or Izuku's basically sleeping outside her, basically hugging, basically cuddling her. As she says, she says, she says, "This is so warm," and looks up at Izuku to see him staring at the TV. As she turns around to face towards the TV, Izuku grabs her waist and pulls her closer to Izuku, or to him. As she says, "Huh, this is so nice. I want to be like this forever." I'm like Bakugo, he'll just force me and hug me too tight, but Izuku is so warm and so sweet. As she says he's not a monster like Bakugo or a murderer, or that's what she thinks. Time skip. I think I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna keep it real with this one. And I'm not gonna make like, a girl kiss Izuku. Toga gets mad, break up with her, they get back together, I'm gonna keep it real, cause I don't want that to happen. Cause in every what if, I feel like I always do that shit. And that's fucked up. So yeah, I want my characters to have a good relationship. So I want to have that in this one. So yeah. It so yeah. Oh shit. Izuku says, He says, He says, Oh man, it's crazy. This life. As he says in his head, as Toga says, "I think I'm gonna go to sleep, Izuku." As he says, "Okay," as he grabs her cheeks, as she blushes, saying, "Izuku, I think you got the wrong thing." As he says, "No." He says, "No, I meant to grab these cheeks of yours." As he starts moving them around and says, "Good night, Toga." And she says, "Good night," back. Time skip. They wake up in the morning, and she sees Izuku gone. Not in the shower, but just gone. As she says, where did he go? I thought I was gonna wake up first." As she gets out the bed, takes a shower, put her clothes on and shit like that, and she starts tying her hair up. As she hears a knock on the door, and she looks at people, and she sees Bakugo. As fear instantly strikes her body, as she hides under the bed, saying, "Please don't find me, please don't find me." As Bakugo says, "Toga, I know you're in there." As he kicks the door open. As he kicks the door open to find a jacket that belongs to Izuku. As he says, As he checked the restroom, checked all that shit, and she whatchamacallit, she doesn't get caught. Shit, no. As he leaves and closes the door, time skip about a minute, 15 minutes. Toga comes out of the under the bed sweating. As Izuku walks in, he busts in that door to see that it's been kicked down. As he sees Toga sweating, as he says, "What the hell happened?" As she says, "Bakugo came, and I was hiding under there for an hour or so, and I guess he came here looking for me." As Izuku says, "I'll be back. I have to take care of something." Or no. He says, "Come here." As she runs and hugs him. As Izuku hugs her back and says, while I was gone, I'm getting close to a house built. But while we're waiting, we can stay in one of my old penthouses. Okay, Izuku. Does Bakugo know about this one? No. He doesn't know about anywhere I ever stayed. Just my old mom's house. As she says, okay. As he says, no, pack your things. Or pack a couple bags. He says, no, matter of fact, he says, pack some of those nice panties of yours. As she blushes. And he says, I'll buy you more. And I'll buy you more clothes and stuff like that. As, she's blushing. And she says, okay, let's go. As she says, no, I wasn't joking. Put them panties in the bag. No, as Izuku, she puts the panties in the bag. As Izuku, he, follows her to there. He gets to the room. As he says, alright, don't let anyone in. But she says, I have to go handle some business. As she says, wait, where are you going? Is it about Bakugo? As he looks back, as she steps in the steps and looks back, as she says, Izuku, wait, as he puts away. And she says, damn it, I think he's gonna kill Bakugo. Even though I hate him, that's still my friend. And she sighs, and that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Yeah. Ooh, 32 minutes? I cannot do 32 minutes. We gotta go longer. Anyways, let's go. We can't do 32 minutes, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah. Whew, man. She says and I might make I might make a different version, a remake of the part 1. What if Izuku joined the Akatsuki? So yeah, cause I don't think that one is good. I don't think that is good. So yeah. As Izuku, as he teleports away, she sighs and she says, damn it. Time skip, nighttime. Izuku comes back with blood all over his shirt and bloody hands. As Togo opens her eyes from being sleepy, hearing the door creak open. As she says, she turns the light on. Oh, no. Let's bring that back a little bit. Izuku walks in the house, trying to be as quiet as possible. As he closes the door, as she starts walking, Toga turns the light on, saying, Izuku. As he looks to his right, to see Toga on the couch. As she says, what the hell are you doing still awake? Or he says, what are you doing still awake? I thought you were sleeping. As she says, what happened to you? As she walks to him. She walks to him, saying, saying, what the hell is this? why you have this blood on you and shit like that. As she says, or Izuku says, nothing, just handling some works, or handling some business. As she says, well, what did you do? As Izuku says, I made a little, or I did, I got rid of some enemies, but not Bakugo yet. I want to save him for last. As Izuku says, I'm gonna go take a shower. Care to join me? As she blushes and says, okay, fine. Time skip, Izuku gets in the shower along with Toga, and she starts washing his back and shit like that. You know, I'm not gonna add a sex scene in the shower. Why? Because that would just make me a Siberian freak. And I'm not that. That's something I'm not. I'm not a freak. I promise you. Anyways, should I add a... No, I just said I'm not going to, so I can't. Yeah, anyways, yeah. As you know, she gets to his, you know, I'm not gonna add a sexy, some juicy information in this bitch, you know. Anyways, you know, shower scenes, I always gotta add that bit. As she starts watching the front of his body, you know, she starts blushing very hard. As he whispers in her ear, you're blushing really hard, you see something you like. As she says, shut up, Izuku. As he says, I think you need to get on your knees to clean my legs too. As, you know, she get on her knees, as trying not to look at Izuku's dick, clean Izuku's legs. As she looks up to find Izuku's dick on her fucking nose. As he says, you're already there, so. As, you know, as she says, she knows she blushes, saying, no, not right now, Izuku. Saying, not right now, Izuku. She said, as Izuku says, you sure? You seem like you really want it. As he says, he picks her up, or no, he says, I bet you're dripping right down there. And he says, I know the shower. He says, I bet you're dripping right down there. As he grabs the shower, he says, I'm just joking, stand up. As she stands up, as Izuku grabs the little shower water thing, as he puts that bitch on maximum cold, and he sprays that bitch onto his pussy. As at the same time it's cold, at the same time it feels so fucking good. As she starts moaning and shit like that, and after a while she comes. As Izuku chuckles. As she comes, she turns around saying, you horny bastard. And yeah, he says, you horny bastard. And she saying, you horny bastard. And she kicked him, or no, kisses him, saying, don't do that again. As he says, why did it make you super, super wet? As she starts blushing, and time skip. Time skip. Izuku says, he says, oh shit, my bad, I'm sorry. I had like a hiccup and a burp at the same time. He says, Izuku carries Toga to the bed, as he told her to just wear panties, and that's what he likes to see her in the most. As she wears a big shirt with Izuku, I was gonna say Izuku's panties, but I meant to say she wears Izuku's shirt, and that shit cannot fit her, but she still wears it. She still wears it anyway, with panties on. As as yeah, as Izuku says, he says, back's correct. He carries her to the bed with the thing that I just said she was wearing. As he throws her on the bed, as she chuckles, and he jumps on top of her. Not being so rough, as she says, ow, my leg. As he says, this leg, as he grabs her ankle first and slowly starts moving up under, starts tinkling or like moving up the shirt as she starts blushing. Stop it. As yes, stop it. As Izuku stops and hugs her, saying, "I won't let anyone take you away from me, not even Bakugo." As she says, "I love you, Izuku." As Izuku says, "I love you too." Them big bold words. As Izuku says that, yeah. Yeah. As Izuku, show a lot of pain. Oh, my bad. Sorry, I forgot I was recording. Anyways, yeah. Izuku says, he says, backtrack. Time skip about a week to going back to UA, as she's basically failing every class, as she says, "I'm gonna drop out." As she drops, she drops out basically with Bakugo looking for her. Basically just looking for her, on a search for her. As, yeah, that's basically it. As Bakugo, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, as Bakugo, just look for her. Time skip. Yeah. Like I said. Yeah, like I said. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, Izuku says, well, no, he walks into the door as he sees her cooking. He smells something as he sees the cooking walking into the kitchen. As he says, smells good. As he walks up behind her, hugging her, as she says, "You want to help me bake the cake?" Yeah, this will match the picture. I promise you it is. Anyways, oh shit. She says, "Want to help me bake the cake?" And Izuku says, "Shit." Anyway, so he says, "Of course," as he starts nibbling on her ear, She says, I'm cooking Izuku, and he says, oh yeah. He says, oh yeah. As she, she, you know, she basically started mixing the batter as Izuku basically grabs the whisker and basically spreads it over Toga's titties. As he spreads it over Toga's titties, she, sorry. As he spreads it over Toga's titties, he says, oops, look like I'm about to clean that up real quick. As she says, saying, Izuku, why would you do that? As he says, an accident. As he says, I was trying to feed you, but I think I'm gonna have to feed you something else. As he basically, he says, now take that robe off. As Izuku basically started, licking, oh shit. Izuku basically started licking the batter off of Toga titties. As Izuku, or, after that shit, oh shit, after that, Izuku basically, they start kissing and shit like that. As they start kissing and shit like that. They start kissing, and Toga says, I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say this no more because it sounds pretty sus coming from me. So yeah, great favorite word. No homo. Anything I say in this video, I forgot that, and I forget to say that. So yeah, oh shit, it's probably too late to say that bitch now, but who cares? Anyways, Izuku basically, he basically grabs or no, he doesn't grab Toga at all. He says, he grabs Toga by both of her arms, picking her up. She says, put me down. Yeah, she says, put me down. As Izuku, he says, alright, as he puts her down, and she slips, as he picks her, he catches her. As she, her heart's beating fast, as he says, as he bends her over on the counter, He bends her over on the counter. As he, remove that, what's the thing called? The little apron. He moves her apron. Or he flaps it up as he, puts it up. As she says, Izuku, what are you doing? And Izuku, he basically shoved his dick in that pussy. Stop playing with your... Anyways, she moans and shit like that as Izuku basically keeps fucking her and keeps thumping her in the back as basically he comes inside of her. And she's like, damn, I'm sorry, Anyways, Izuku pull-out game is strong. He just didn't feel like pulling out. As she falls down on the counter, basically being her pussy tripped and everything, and comes and filled with cum. As she says Izuku, as in the sexual voice, and yeah, yeah. Anyways, Izuku basically says, he says, wow, Toga. Oh no. Toga says, she falls, she's like moaning and shit. And she falls on Izuku. and shit like that. Time skip. Toga is laying on the bed as Izuku. Izuku says, "I need to make a plan to kill Bakugo." As he says, "I know who to do this with." Basically, going to a certain person, someone, saying, I need your help to attack you." When as this person says, "Aren't you
Move your fucking leg, nigga. Move your shit. I'll punch you, bitch.
as this person says, "Aren't you a hero there? Wait, you're the guy who's a traitor, aren't you?"
Quit fucking touching me, weird ass nigga. You faggot.
He says you're the guy he says you're the guy who's gonna redeem the trainer or shit like that. As Izuku says no. Oh, he says yeah, but I'm not a traitor. Anyways, I still need your help to attack Yue. I need to kill someone there, and I can't attack it head on. I'll probably die. Okay, when? In about a month. Sure. But I can't. What, I need something in return? How much money do you want? Whoever said I wanted money? I'm doing you a favor, so you do me what? Get rid of the izuku for me. Get rid of the... He says, I need you to... He says there's, some ships coming in for the izuku. Destroy them, and maybe we'll talk. As Izuku nods his head, teleporting off, and saying, He says, He says, Guess I'll start destroying these ships. Time skip. About a week later. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Time skip about a week later, and Izuku, he destroyed all those ships. Izuku's pissed as they go to that person Izuku was talking to. As Izuku says, they say, did you destroy a shipment? Fuck it, off one. Off one says, no, I didn't destroy your shipment. Now don't come around here again before I kill you. As Izuku, they all like back off and shit like that. As time skip by another week, and 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. 3 more weeks and or my bad. Yeah, 2 more weeks and it's a new month. Or that month comes when they attack USJ. As Izuku as oh shit, pop again.
I looked at like a bitch.
As Izuku, bye bye. As Izuku, let's say as Izuku, he teleports to the whatchamacallit place. saying, wow, I haven't seen Toga in about a week. She's probably lonely at home, as she says. But first, as she teleports to AFO, as she says, you got the plans ready. As she says, yes, I have a whole army. We're ready. 2 weeks time, right? Yep, 2 weeks. Okay. Time skip. Izuku opens the door. As he sees Toga in her panties dancing, singing. As he walks up behind her and hugs her. As as she's shocked, she's like, what the hell? As she turns around and pushes Izuku off her, saying, where have you been? As Izuku says, making plans. I told you. As she says, okay, fine. She says, okay, fine. But in 2 weeks, or 3, they said that you were just gonna let me 2 weeks. She says, but in 2 weeks, on Wednesday, I want you and me to go on a date. Cause, as Izuku says, okay, that's fine with me. As Izuku says, damn it, that's the day of the USJ. She says, can we do it any other day? She says, nope, I'm all busy. So Wednesday. He says, she says, fine. She says, and you better make it, Izuku. I'm not joking. She looks at him with a serious face. She looks at him with a serious face. And, yeah. Yeah, she looks at him with a serious face. Yeah. As Izuku says, I'll be there, I promise. As he hugs and kisses her. And shit like that. That's it. Yeah. And I think that's it for this episode of what you, about, what if Izuku's OP part 2. Anyways, thank y'all.